Hey, welcome back to Rocky Railway. I'm Pastor Bill. Remember, I'm your conductor on this adventure. I'm so excited to help you sing, have fun, and learn how Jesus' power pulls us through every day. Let's sing our first song together. Your power will pull us through.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Yesterday, our friend Cammy Track was stranded up here by a rock slide. It was a big problem. I wonder if he and his crew were able to get the rocks moved out of the way. Oh, hey Cam, I'm glad you stopped by. Give us an update on the rock slide.
Well, my crew worked, and I worked, and I worked, and I pushed and shoved, and finally all the boulders were off the track. But they were so heavy that they damaged the track. Fixing that is a whole nother problem. We're still stuck.
I'm sorry, Cam, but it'll get fixed eventually.
Eventually is not okay. Do you know what this train is carrying?
No.
This train is filled with M&Ms. Do you know how much people love their M&Ms? If we can't get down the mountain, then the M&Ms won't get delivered. And if we don't deliver the M&Ms, then people will get mad at us. And if they get mad at us, they'll yell at us. And if they yell at us, I'll get scared because I don't like it when people yell at me. So maybe it's just better if we stay up here on this mountain forever, because then the angry people won't find me. But then I guess I ran out of steam.
Wow, I'll say. It might take a little while, but the train will get fixed. No one here is mad at you. You're with all these great friends who think you're pretty cool.
No. This situation is hopeless. All I want to do is get on my train, blow the whistle, and and chug away. Choo choo.
Cam, don't lose hope. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Think about driving your train. Go to your happy place.
Driving a train. Happy place.
You're chugging along over a bridge, up a hill, behind a bend, and you get into a tunnel. It's dark right now. But if you look straight ahead, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Do you see it?
Wow, now I really see it.
Okay, open your eyes. That's hope. It's like a light at the end of the dark tunnel. When things seem dark or hopeless, Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. So even though you're stuck here for a little while longer, there's hope.
It does make a lot of sense to hope in someone who won't let you down or get mad about M&Ms. Hey, you guys, I see what you're doing. Stop eating M&Ms. Put those back.
Yikes, it looks like our crew's kind of hungry. Those M&Ms may not be safe.
Stop! Wait, stop, you guys!
At Rocky Railway, we're imagining what it would be like to travel by steam train through the mighty, majestic Rocky Mountains. These mountains go from way up in Canada all the way down through New Mexico. That makes me wonder something. If you went up into the Rockies, what would you do there? Maybe you'd take some pictures. Maybe you'd hike some of the trails. Maybe you'd go all the way up to the top of the mountain. Boy, there's a lot of different things to do in the mountains and on a train. If we were all on a train heading into the Rocky Mountains, we'd have one thing in common. We'd all be going in the same direction. God made each of you different, but you found a lot of ways you're like your crew friends and all your other friends. Let's sing a song about a train that we all want to be on.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. This train. This train.
That song makes me so excited to get to heaven, where we'll spend forever with God. The Bible says there won't be any sadness or pain. We can only imagine how awesome heaven will be. But until then, we can look for evidence of God all around us, right here in Palm Coast and Flagler County. We can't see God, but we can see the ocean, we can see the sky, we can see animals, we can see people, we can see all the things that God does. We call these God sightings.
Okay, everywhere we go, Jesus' power pulls us through, no matter what twists and turns life has in store. Let's try something. Well, imagine this balloon is you, okay? gladness in good things like cake or pie. Wait, you don't look full of happy stuff. Stand up and pull your arms out so you're shaped like this balloon. Call out the things that fill you up with happiness and joy. But life isn't always full of cupcakes, unicorns, and rainbows. We may feel sad. We may get discouraged. And some days we may feel like there's just no hope at all. That's why I'm so glad that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Jesus doesn't just fill us with happy things. Jesus' power is deeper and stronger than that. The Bible says, "So be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord."
I wonder what amazing Bible memory buddy will help us remember that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. That's right. Ava reminds us that Jesus' power fills us with hope, letting our hearts be light. Let's sing the song, "In You Alone."
God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone.
I will put my hope in you, Lord. You alone are everything I need. My hope is in you alone, in you alone. I will put my hope in you, Lord. You alone are everything I need. My hope is in you alone, in you alone.
Heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and
Everything I need.
my
hope is in you alone,
in you alone. Heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and
everything I need.
my
Hope is in you alone,
in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone.
Okay, we're ready to watch our Bible story. Let's pray. Thank you, Jesus, for giving us hope. Bless our day as we learn more about your great power. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hi there, and welcome to the second day of Totally True Bible Stories. Now today you're going to need some supplies. So, first off, you need some sheets so you can lay it out on the ground to look like a boat. And of course you have to bring some pillows and stuffed animals. You have to have some crew and definitely some supplies. And oh, you're going to need some rice cakes or crackers. In the story they call them sea biscuits, but we call them rice cakes or crackers. Either will be fine. Go ahead and push pause, and when you're ready, go ahead and hit play so we can talk about Paul. Got everything? Great job! Welcome aboard! What a wonderful day for sailing. We're having a totally true story today. By the way, your feet just might get wet because we're going to discover how Jesus' power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
Speaking of hope, I hope we don't have any problems today because we're getting on a ship and I always get a little seasick. You might not want to stand too close to me, but the weather, it looks really good and it sounds like smooth sailing, so ready? Let's come aboard. First, we need to start loading up some cargo over there. Toss it on up. Now we gotta make sure we have all of our supplies. Oh, goodness, that almost went right off the boat. Oh, safety. Definitely might need it. I think we have all of it. So, let's get on our boat. Thank you, matey. Oh, there's a note. Listen to this. Dear Mary, I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so I'm not going to be able to sail with you, but you used to sail and you can be in charge. Have a fun voyage and thanks for your help, the captain. Okay, everyone. It's been a while since I sailed a ship, but I guess it's like riding a bike, but wetter and with no wheels. Well, everyone, let's make this place ship shape. Let's hoist those sails and swab the deck and haul up the anchor so we can be on our way. Make it quick, sailors. Well, I guess we should fire up the engines. Oh, I don't have any engines. It's biblical times. I wonder what we're going to do. Anyone have any suggestions? No? Any suggestions? Those are all really good suggestions, but I think we're going to have to stick and wait for the wind. We're kind of powerless to do anything until it shows up. While we're waiting, let's talk about something. Like something that changed in your life, but you kind of maybe felt powerless about it. As for me, I feel powerless about the fact that my really good friend's moving away. She has a great job in a great city, and there's nothing I can do, and it's kind of really hard. How about you? Is there like maybe a bully at school, or maybe somebody you know is moving away, and you wish you could do something, but you just don't know what to do? Yeah, it can be kind of hard. It's no fun being powerless. It feels hopeless, but today we're learning about the kind of power, the power of Jesus. And Jesus' power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
Hey, there's the wind. Awesome. Let's go. Should be an easy trip unless that prisoner chained up down below. He's right. He said the ship would sink and the cargo would float off and we shouldn't be sailing today. But he's not a sailor, so let's not pay him any attention. His name's Paul. And from what I hear, he's a Christian who got in trouble because he keeps telling people about Jesus after God changed his heart from hating Jesus followers to loving Jesus followers. The emperor in Rome didn't like it. The emperor wants everyone to love him. Paul keeps talking, and now he's off to Rome to stand trial, and I wouldn't want to be Paul. I hear some of you might be Christians too. If you don't mind, here's a question for you. If you could tell someone who doesn't know Jesus, something about Jesus, what would that be? Those are really good. Thanks for sharing. If you talk about Jesus, you probably won't get chained up and stuck in the bottom of the ship like our prisoner Paul. Hey, did anyone feel that? Oh, there it is again. Guess what? It's raining. Oh. I better go below and check the charts in case we're heading into a storm. I'll check on Paul while I'm down there too. While I'm gone, you better talk and come up with a plan, just in case the ship sinks. Oh goodness. Oh. Bad news, mates. Down below there's water sloshing everywhere. We're heading into really rough seas. I hope that I wasn't right about the storm coming our way. Things could get really, really rough. Can you feel that? The wind's picking up. Everyone lean to port. That's your left. Everyone lean to starboard. That's your right. Oh, we gotta hug the shoreline before it breaks up. Quick, help me with these sails. Oh, this storm just won't stop. We're gonna be out here for days. It's hopeless. Oh, we should try and hug the shoreline so the ship doesn't break up. Oh, this storm's just not stopping. We should lighten the load. Quick, start tossing stuff overboard. Oh no, I guess you should stay. I'm gonna go down and see if Paul's okay. I'm sick of my hair completely. Here, have a sea biscuit. Get your crackers, rice cakes, or say biscuits. Paul said we should eat these so we get our energy because we're going to need our strength. Everyone ate fast? Okay, there's good news and there's bad news. Paul says the ship is going down. But the good news is, we're not going to drown. Paul says his friend Jesus will take care of us and that we'll be able to make it to shore. It's over there. Oh, can you see the shore? I can't really see it through all this rain. Can you see the shore? We've got to try for it. But for now, I have a tough decision to make. Decisions like this. I mean, they say I'm supposed to kill the prisoner, but I don't know. Paul fed us and he gave us his information. He said his friend Jesus is saving us. What do you think? You're right. I'll let him go. Okay. Now let's cut the anchors and we gotta swim to shore. We're running aground. The ship is gonna break apart. I'm gonna count to 3 and then we're gonna jump. 1, 2, freeze. My heart's racing. Oh. I think my legs might give out. Imagine being on that ship while it's splintered out around you. Woo, the waves crashing against it, the shore way far off and you can't see it. It must have been awful. Paul was right though. Not one person got hurt. Earlier we talked about situations where we felt powerless. Why don't you go to page 14 in your book? Look at them. They look like they feel powerless, scared, and hopeless. Bet you there was a time you felt like that too, huh? Can you talk it over? Yeah? Oh, thanks for sharing. I know that my friendship with Jesus powers up the hope I have. I'm so glad I know Jesus. I know that praying about my situation and talking with God about it is helpful. He helps me see that Jesus' power will give them hope. Trust Jesus! That sounds like it's the end of the day. Bye! See you again soon!
Welcome back, kids. We are ready for another adventure with another Kid Vid video. Today, we are going on an adventure with a young lady named Anna Liz. And Anna Liz plays a very surprising instrument. Today's video will be about hope and how Anna Liz shares her hope through her music with other people, and how the power of Jesus gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
Do you play a musical instrument? And if there's a musical instrument anyone in the world that you could play or learn to play, which one would that be? Well, I can't wait to discover what today's video and Anna Liz and her music have to do with hope. Let's all climb on board our rocky railway train and take off for Videoland.
My name's Annalise, and I'm 11 years old.
Annalise is a singer and accordion player.
I started playing the accordion at the age of 8 years old.
She plays a style of traditional Mexican music called norteño.
I love making music because I feel happy when I make music. I feel like I'm more closer to God because I sing for Him and I play for Him.
When she's not playing music, Annalise loves playing basketball with her brothers and taking care of all the animals on the ranch in Arizona where she lives.
On our ranch, we have horses, pigs, chickens, and goats. My horse's name is Frosty. He's a really nice horse. Sometimes he's really sleepy. He doesn't like to walk. I don't think he sleeps in the night or something, but he's really tired.
Annalise didn't know when she started playing music years ago that it would end up being so helpful and bringing hope to her and her grandmother when they went through a hard time.
So my grandma was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2017.
As her grandma fought cancer, Annalise and her accordion constantly kept her grandma's spirits up and helped her to keep fighting.
When I played my accordion to my grandma, I would be happy because I would see her happy. She would smile, be really happy, and my grandpa as well, he would be happy too. I usually play one of her favorite songs, which is Let's Praise the Lord, and she loved that song.
Annalise sings that song for us.
I'm gonna use my hands to praise the Lord. I'm gonna use my hands to praise the Lord. He is worthy to be praised. He is wonderful, marvelous, Lord of lords, kings of kings.
Annalise and her grandma held on to hope in Jesus, even though times were hard.
What brought me hope was that I would always hear her pray. In my opinion, I would be sad when I would see her drink all those medicines that she would have to drink. But I knew she had hope that God would make a miracle in her.
After lots of praying and trusting in Jesus' power, Annalise's grandmother got better. God healed her from cancer.
Jesus' power gives us hope means to me Jesus has love for us. Jesus has the power for us to have hope in Him.
In the Bible, in the book of Psalms, chapter 31, verse 24, it says, "So be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord."
God's always with you. God loves you. God's here for you. God loves everyone equally. He would love you too.
Annalise learned that Jesus' power gives us hope.
Welcome back. Wow, I love this story. You know, music is an amazing thing. It can make us happy when we're feeling sad. It can calm us down when we're upset. And it can literally change how we think and feel. Jesus' power helped Annalise use her musical talent to bring hope to her grandmother. It's so amazing to me how Jesus puts people in our lives to comfort us and give us hope. Think about who in your life brings you comfort and hope. What do they do? What's a talent you have? Something you're good at that could bring some comfort and hope to others. Maybe you play an instrument like Annalise, or maybe you're a good reader and could read a book to someone, or maybe you're a great listener. Well, today's Bible verse can help us when we want to bring hope to someone, and it can help us when we're the ones who need hope. I'll show you what I mean. Let's dig into today's Bible verse after we meet our Bible buddy for today. Today, we meet Ava, and she teaches us that Jesus' power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
Now, let's see what the Bible actually says. Today's Bible verse is Psalm 31:24, and it reads, "So be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord." So, be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord. What a great verse. Jesus' power will help us be strong and courageous. But let me ask you, when is a time you need to put your hope in the Lord? A time you need Jesus to give you strength and courage. Maybe you get scared during storms, or maybe you're facing a bully in your neighborhood. For me, putting my hope in the Lord means trusting Him completely. I know that whatever situation I'm in, Jesus is there with me. No matter what I'm going through, I know I can count on Him to help me. It helps me to know that I'm not the only one who needs strength and courage from Jesus. We all need Jesus. I love that Jesus' power can give us strength and courage to bring hope to someone else, just like Annalise did, and how she brought hope to her grandmother. And Jesus' power can help us when we're the ones who need hope. Remember, Jesus' power gives us hope.
Trust Jesus.
Now let's thank Jesus for His power and hope in our closing prayer. Dear Lord, please give us the strength and courage to bring hope to others. And thank you for letting us put our hope in you. Thank you for always loving us. Thank you for giving us hope when we need it. Please help us always put our hope in you. In Jesus' name, amen. Till next time.
Welcome back to Imagination Station. I can't wait to see what amazing things we'll discover today. So, to start our time together, I have a question for you. Who remembered their imagination today? Looks like lots of people forgot. Well, that's okay. It's only day 2. I thought some people might forget, so I talked to my friend Ava for ideas. I think you met Ava, the red-tailed hawk? Anyway, Ava told me something incredible. God is so imaginative that he created red-tailed hawks with a unique, one-of-a-kind creative call. Let's close our eyes and imagine we're red-tailed hawks on the top of a big, beautiful mountain, and we're about to take flight. Everybody, close your eyes. All right, open your eyes. That was so cool. Ava has an amazing call. Now that our imaginations have taken flight, let's move on. Red-tailed hawks have great eyesight, but can they see colors? Or can they only see black and white? Think about your answer. Okay, let's make a drum roll so I can reveal the amazing answer. And the answer is red-tailed hawks can see colors. In fact, they can see more colors than humans can. Imagine that! Well, I can see that your brains are bubbling with imagination. So let's see what we can discover about those bodacious things called bubbles. Just look at these bouncy bubbles. Aren't they cool? They float, they fly, and they even have colors inside. Bubbles make me happy because they remind me of hope. Hope lifts my spirit like bubbles lift into the air. And bubbles are beautiful, just like the hope we have in Jesus is beautiful. Today, every time you see a bubble, remember that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Did you know bubbles are actually made from a layer of water between 2 layers of soap film, like a soap sandwich? No matter how a bubble starts out, if you leave it alone, it will always form a sphere, a perfectly round shape. Does anyone know why bubbles always form spheres? A bubble wants to be a sphere because that shape has the least amount of surface tension of all possible shapes, cubes and pyramids. A sphere has the smallest amount of outside area. That's why bubbles all want to be round. Imagine that! You know, today's Science-y Fun Gizmo includes a couple of spheres, but they won't burst like bubbles. I can't wait to show you. Today, we're discovering that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. I don't know about you, but I really need the hope that Jesus gives us. Like we just saw, bubbles rise into the air when we blow into the bubble solution. Today's Science-y Fun Gizmo kind of reminds me of bubbles, but it's way more fun. This, my friends, is called a hope and hover. I love how it works. Watch this. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little down, I need to remember the hope Jesus gives us. The hope Jesus gives raises my spirits and makes me feel better. And sometimes another person might be feeling down, and I can tell that friend about the hope we have in Jesus. Then the hope Jesus gives can make my friend feel better. And other times, I can celebrate with my friend that we both have hope in Jesus. We can thank Jesus together for the hope he gives us, and it lifts us both up. Now it's your turn. Your fun hope and hover can remind you that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Don't touch the hope and hovers just yet. We'll assemble them together, okay? Let's lay out all of your supplies. You should have 2 white spheres, 1 blue plastic loop, and a cardboard flute. I've decorated my cardboard flute with markers. I also drew faces on my spheres to remind me of my friends. To assemble your hope and hover, first take the cardboard flute. Find the square-shaped hole on the flute. Grab your blue plastic loop and insert it into the square-shaped hole. Make sure that you align the loop so that the circles on the cardboard flute are coming through directly center. Then grab your spheres. Carefully balance them in the blue plastic loop, and you're ready to experiment with your hope and hover. If you'd like for both of the spheres to rise together, hold the flute without covering up either of the holes. If you would like one sphere to rise, cover one of the holes with your finger. If you'd like the other to rise, cover the other hole. Sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. The hope Jesus gives us can always lift us up, and we can share the hope we have in Jesus with our friends and family members. Then they can be lifted by the hope of Jesus too. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Now it's your turn to experiment with your hope and hover. Have fun. When it's time to come back, you'll hear the train whistle. Have fun. Well, we've come to the end of our time at Imagination Station. Take your hope and hover and put all of the pieces inside a baggie. That way none of them get lost. If you have a Try This at Home sticker, it reminds you of the daily Bible point. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. All right, we'll see you next time here at Imagination Station.
Welcome to Rocky Wrap Up. Let's sing Power Shuffle.
hard, it's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Well, today you learned that Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Our Bible memory buddy Ava, the red-tailed hawk, helps us remember that hope makes our hearts soar spectacularly. Let's sing In You Alone to remember that our hope is in Jesus' power.
God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand, you give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone.
I will put my hope in you, Lord. You alone are everything I need. My hope is in you alone, in you alone.
Thank you, Lord, for a great day at Vacation Bible School, and thank you for the hope you give us. Bless us and our families. In Jesus' name, amen.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise.